Hello friend, welcome to Bankwiz. I am Anandam. Friend, the RBI Grade B exam is highly prestigious and salary giving, and along with this, its exam papers are not so easy. Your preparation for this exam must be sincere. Moreover, without a concrete strategy, your sincerity about the preparation cannot yield desired results. And a concrete strategy is made on the thorough study of the syllabus for the first and the second phase of the exam. Friend, as you know that the phase 2 exam pattern was changed in the previous year 2021. The ESI and finance and management papers will also be descriptive in nature, and English is already descriptive in nature. So you need to attempt 3 descriptive papers. Your success depends more on how you deal with the descriptive papers effectively. Friend, in this video, I will share some highly important descriptive ESI questions for the second phase of the RBI Grade B exam. In the previous video, I shared some key areas that you should focus on for a better score in the finance and management paper. Please watch that video. Okay, friend, Bankwiz is the only platform that provides you with the highest number of mocks for practice on descriptive finance and management paper, social and economic issues, and English descriptive paper. You can attempt one mock with evaluation. Just pay a visit to our site www.bankwiz.com. Friend, as you know that the descriptive ESI paper will be of 50 marks. There will be 2 types of questions, long type and short type questions. Both types will comprise 3 questions each, and you need to attempt only 2 of them. The long type questions are to be attempted in 600 words, while the short type questions in 400 words. You will have 90 minutes time to complete the paper. Now friend, after knowing the exam pattern, let's have a look at the nature of the descriptive ESI questions asked previously in the year 2021. Friend, let's discuss the long type questions first of all. We will be having a brief discussion on each question, okay? Let's have a look at the very first one. The first question is, describe various poverty estimation methods in relation to the following. The first poverty estimation that you see on the screen is per capita income. Friend, per capita income is a measurement tool to determine the average per person income for an area, and at the same time it evaluates the standard of living and quality of life of the population. If we talk about the per capita income of India, it is around 87,000 rupees at present, as against 54,835 rupees as per the census 2011. Well, the next question to be attempted was inflation and consumption. Friend, as we know that inflation is a condition in which more money is available for fewer goods and services. In other words, people's consumption increases in the availability of more money in the market, but in case production fails to meet the demand, inflation is caused. So consumption of goods is fully related to the flow of money in the market. The less money, the less consumption. The more money, the more consumption. So friend, I think you have got the points about how you should deal with this question, which is easy enough. Now friend, the second question is a safety net program, and what we need to do is to relate this to poverty alleviation. Okay, friend, safety net programs are programs that are designed to protect low income people from poverty and hardships. There are various programs launched by the Indian government, such as the food-based safety net program, which saved the poor from being starved during the COVID-19 period in India. Social pensions, public works, and school feeding programs targeted at poor and vulnerable households, etc., are net safety programs of India. So, friend, this is a brief answer to the question. Friend, the next long type question to be attempted is how have the different dimensions of globalization evolved since the last global financial crisis of 2008? Analyze its impact. Friend, the idea of globalization has a long history. It is the idea of integrating all economies of the world without any barrier. In fact, it is an exchange of ideas, culture, goods, and services freely from one country to the other. Friend, this idea or concept has evolved out of migratory routes or travel across the Silk Road. It has evolved out of conquering empires throughout history, which resulted in the sharing of ideas, mixing of cultures and people, and trade across those conquered lands. India was not untouched by this concept. It has had a long history of exchanging its rich ideas and goods from one country to the other. However, friend, the modern concept of globalization was noticed when India adopted the liberal economic concept in which it decided to open its economy to private and foreign firms. Friend, as we know that India was badly hit by the BOP crisis in 1991, in which India was unable to pay for essential imports or services. Then India opened its economy to FDIs and FIs. But India was very much vulnerable to all this. In the global financial recession of 2008, the sudden withdrawal of FIs from the Indian market took place. The benchmark stock price index, the BSE Sensex, plummeted from 20,873 points to 9,093 points, which was a 56% fall over a period of 11 months, thanks to stimulus packages of the Indian government to come out of the crisis. Soon, the economy bounced back. So, friend, this is all about answering the second question of the exam. The third question was, what are the vertical and horizontal allocations of resources to states as per the 13th Finance Commission? How can this objective be achieved? Let's have a brief description of the answer to this question. Friend, the 13th Finance Commission was constituted on 13th November 2007 with an objective to define the financial allocations of resources between the center and the state. And this answer is to be elaborated on properly. Okay? Friend, you must bear in mind that you must satisfy the question. So please always keep in mind while delivering the answer that whether your answer is going in line with the question or not, whether that is highly convincing or not, whether you are putting some facts and data or not. So all these things are highly important. Please bear all these in mind while answering the questions. Okay. Now, friend, let's see what the questions were set as short type questions in the examination in the year 2021 in the second phase of the exam. Friend, the short type questions are to be written in 400 words carrying 10 marks. Out of 3 questions, only 2 questions are to be attempted. Friend, the first question that was asked previously in the second phase of the exam was, what is the influence of demographic transition on economic growth and reference to India? Friend, the question is not so tough. You need to know what demographic transition is all about. It is all about a long-term trend of declining birth and death rates. It has a definite pattern. In stage 1, death rates and birth rates are high. In India, this stage was seen before the 1920s. In this way, the population was quite in a stationary condition. After the 1920s, the death rate began to decline and the birth rate kept rising, leading to a population explosion. This stage was quite noticeable before the 1980s. After 1980s, after the emergency imposed on India, nationwide family planning was adopted, which led to a steady growth of the population. Presently, India is in its stage called the third stage of demographic transition when the population is not growing faster. Now it has already gained the steady growth in the population. Okay, controlled growth in the population of the country. Friend, now the question arises how demographic transition influences economic growth. Friend, it is quite easy to answer that the more population, the less economic development. And a steady growth of population means a steady economic growth. Okay, controlled population will be there, then steady economic growth will be there, the sustainable economic development will take place in the country. Hope you have already got this. Friend, the next short type question is what are the three measures that are related to the disinvestment of strategic sectors and non-strategic sectors in Union Budget 2021-22? Friend, it was a previously asked question. You need to prepare this question in the context of the Union Budget 2022-23. You need to focus on other questions relating to the budget, such as India's decision on launching its own digital currency or India's stand on cryptocurrencies, etc. etc. Okay, friend, the third question asked was discuss India's commitment to climate change in light of socio-economic health and development projects. Friend, the question is all about sustainable development. Friend, where there is a concept of sustainable development, there arise a lot of challenges. Though this is good, it requires a lot of funds to develop a sustainable economy. What you need to do is to correlate all the social, economic, health, and development projects with India's commitment to climate change. Then your answer will be over. Okay. Friend, India is making long strides in exploring renewable sources of energy and thereby developing the social setup and other development projects. Okay. So, friend, this is all about an analysis of the 50 marks Descriptive ESI paper in the RBI Grade B Phase 2 exam of the year 2021. I hope you have got everything required. Friend, in the next video, I will bring to you very important questions relating to the descriptive ESI. Okay, friend, just in the previous video, I have shared which should be the questions, which should be the key areas you should focus on in order to have a better score in the finance and management paper. So please watch that video as well. Friend, Banquiz is fully dedicated to providing you with a record number of ESI, F&M and descriptive English tests with an expert evaluation within the least possible time. You will get the evaluation within 24 hours time. So please pay a visit to www.banquiz.com and take advantage of a number of mocks along with the evaluation by the experts of ours. Okay. Wish you all the best for your preparation. Thank you very much.